Welcome to the Healthy Happy Human Show. This is one of a kind.
Hello everyone, welcome to a very exciting episode of the Healthy Happy Human Show.
The Healthy Happy Human Show is here to help you attain physical, emotional, and mental well-being.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to a very special episode of the Healthy Happy Human. Today we have a very special guest, and I'm your humble host, Dr. Sei. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for coming to our session today. Alright, so without further ado, let me welcome our guests.
Hi guys, I'm Dr.Sei currently practicing here in Port Harcourt. I'm also a YouTuber where I talk about life, faith, marriage, and health.
Wow, we're very excited to have you today. So today we want to talk about vaginal health, okay, and vaginal care, obviously. So now when we talk about vaginal care, vaginal health, what comes to mind? What should people be considering?
Okay, first of all, vaginal health is a very important part of a woman's overall health.
Okay.
And it's something that is less talked about. Because I believe most women, they won't tell you, but they are suffering itching, offensive discharge with different colors. But because we don't really talk about it, they don't come up to you and tell you, this is what I'm going through. So it's one thing that we should inculcate, just like we do daily dental care and all of that.
Wow, interesting. So this itching, discharge and this, all these things, can you tell us some of the causes, some of the things that can put people at risk of coming down with such things?
All right, first things first is when a woman has a very poor hygiene. Yeah, you cannot actually overlook that. When they have a very poor hygiene, when she wears dirty panties or wet panties. I know some people do washing and wearing. I don't know how that works, but
okay.
you wash and then you give it a space of few minutes and then you're wearing it. That's not good. You wear tight underwears.
Okay.
And the most common one, insertion of foreign objects. Yeah.
Wow. So all the things that you have mentioned today, these are some of the things that can put people at risk of, coming down with some infections or some itching and discharge. Okay. That's very interesting. So what are the measures? What can people do, to make sure that they keep it, tidy down there,
Okay. First things first, I would encourage that you practice safe sex. Find a partner who is responsible for himself and stick to that person. Yeah. Secondly, put aside those underwears that you have worn for the longest. I mean, we're going into the second half of the year and some of us are still with panties that we've been wearing since last year. That's not safe. If you're at home, try to be free. Wear all these free gowns, loose gowns. You don't have to wear panties if you're staying alone. If you're married, fine. If you have other relatives, I mean, wear something loose so that air can get in there. And don't forget to wash at least twice. When you're bathing, make it a conscious effort. Don't just pour water down. Make sure you wash, and your washing pattern should be from front to back and not back to front. Okay.
You have your stuffs concerning this and very important tips that you're sharing with us. Now, something that is very interesting for me, I hear that there are some foods, some kind of things that people can eat that helps the area down there to be healthy.
Okay, I would like you guys to understand that the vagina is a self-cleaning organ, if I'm to put it that way. You actually don't need so much. You don't need to start washing, scrubbing, inserting, eating some kind of things like you said to actually keep it clean, because it does the work. However, there are some things that you can take to give that place a nice smell. Yeah, I know pineapple is one of them.
Wow.
Cranberry juice, 100%, not the one mixed with sugar and whatnot. It's also parts. I heard sweet potato can actually do. These are things that are full with probiotics, and some of them, like yogurt, please, I forgot that. Kefir and Greek yogurt, it has a safe bacteria, lactobacillus, that can actually help and make that place.
Sorry, come again. What did you just say?
Lactobacillus.
Okay, very interesting. Wow. Okay, so Now, if people are able to, put all these measures in place, okay. Now, there are some, things we see online, we hear, we know that women do. Is it safe? Tell us, like, is it safe, in all honesty, for people to use scented, perfumes, like spray, to, keep it, like, smelling nice?
I would say
Mm-hmm.
you're not supposed to put anything in the vagina. It's just like the vagina is like every normal
Even the other
internal
thing.
organ. You can't bring out your kidneys and start washing or spraying it or doing anything. That's how
Okay.
the vagina is. So what you're supposed to wash is the vulva, what you see.
Okay.
And washing that, you don't need all of those scented things. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking down on all of those companies. But if anyone comes highly recommended by your doctor, why not? But you really don't know how original and authentic those things are.
Yeah,
So it's better safe than sorry.
And you should
Just use water.
patronize verifiable and
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what advice do you have for people generally, to make sure that they maintain a healthy?
Okay, few words. I leave you with few words. Words from the wise. All right, scratch that. As a woman, like I said earlier, we should inculcate these habits of keeping our vagina clean.
Okay.
Put aside every tight undergarment, all of those. If you must buy a pants, let it be cotton pants so that can absorb at least 90% of the sweat down there. When you're home, let that area breathe.
Okay.
And when you start perceiving some smells that you're not used to, run to the hospital. It's not time to take medications. Go to the hospital and see a doctor that will manage your case.
I just remembered something. What are the risks involved in, people who puts in objects, into the vagina? People
when you
that
start
use
toiling,
their, carrots, big cucumber, and everything, So
when you
what
start
risks are
toiling
involved
with
doing
your
all that?
vagina in certain things that you're not supposed to, using sex toy and everything, you're actually interrupting what is there, like the pH level of the vagina. You start doing a whole lot of things, causing a whole lot of harm, and in the long run you fall into infertility, and
Wow.
you don't want to start struggling with having to bear kids when you would have just avoided from the beginning.
Okay. Well, okay, and I'm sure there are like chances of infections because they may not
you
be
can't overrule
completely
that.
sterile.
Exactly.
Okay, that's interesting. So now, last question for you, Dr. Sei.
Okay.
What are the risks involved with having multiple sexual partners for people that's
You already know that now. Sexually transmitted infection.
okay?
And no, some people say it's just HIV, but sorry, there are so many. They cannot say it's just HIV when we have hepatitis B, guys. People are downplaying on that, but that's the first killer as opposed to HIV. So
Wow,
that's it.
very interesting. Thanks so much for coming here. We are very grateful for having you.
Thank you.
So vaginal care is something that is very important, and people
Exactly.
should ensure that they put in efforts to keep it clean down there.
Yeah.
Also, what are the benefits of funny question? What are the benefits of taking good care of your vagina?
It keeps you away from the hospital.
That's nice. What else?
That's just it. It keeps you away from the hospital because you start putting things, you're exposing yourself to bacteria, to infertility, where you start running so many tests and all of that. So when that area is clean and healthy, you are safe, you are healthy, you don't visit the hospital.
Okay, I'm sure it also makes your partner very happy. I mean, for the married people, please don't quote me. I'm not. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Sei. We are very happy as we come to end of this session. Thank you for tuning into our session today. If you have any question, if you have any comments, leave them down below. Thank you very much.
Thank you.